Hello, pretty people. Welcome back to Simply Delish Duo. You guys, we are super duper excited today because we are sharing with you our Ma's Italian style meatloaf recipe. Now, as you all know, or most of you know, we grew up in an Italian household where Ma did all of the cooking.
Ma's very creative when it comes to cooking. So what she would do is she would take traditional recipes and put a little twist and add her little flair on things, as we would say. And this is one of them. We love this recipe. We loved it growing up. We still love it today and continue to make it. It is so delicious, guys. We encourage you to give it a try. So if you're new to our channel, check out our other recipes and don't forget to subscribe.
Okay, so for our Ma's delicious Italian style meatloaf polpettone, we are using, of course, you need meat. Now we're using ground beef today. You could use ground chicken, ground turkey, ground pork. We've done that in the past also. My mom's used all of that. Veal, but today we're using just ground beef. 2 pounds, right?
2 pounds, and also important with your ground beef, make sure you're using a lean cut, like extra lean or lean. You want an 80-20, 85-15 mix. Anything less than that, it's going to be too fatty.
Like too juicy.
Yeah.
Even though I like that taste, it's just, you don't want that for your meatloaf.
Yeah, so make sure you use a lean ground beef for this recipe.
Okay, so what we have here is we have half a cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. We have about a 1/3 cup of fresh parsley, which we've already chopped up. We have a medium onion, which we've already sliced up also, thinly sliced. We have about 3 garlic cloves here that we've minced, and we've used that, what's that?
A garlic press.
A garlic press. I always forget. And we have here 2 eggs. We're going to be using a pinch of salt and pepper.
So not all of this, guys.
No,
We've got
a pinch, a pinch. And we have here about, I'd say about in between 1/4 to half a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano.
A 1/3 cup, we'll say.
Yeah, 1/3 cup. You can use pecorino, but we had Parmigiano Reggiano on hand, so we're using that. We're going to be saving some. I have it in the freezer all the time to go on hand. We're going to be sprinkling some in the middle too, because we're going to be adding
a secret layer.
Yeah, what my ma does. We're going to be adding prosciutto, and we've already chopped up some more parsley. Now, my dad makes his own prosciutto. We've since thinly sliced it already, but I'm going to be chopping it up. And we're also, it's nice and warm. Sorry, we just took it off the burner. We need some homemade tomato sauce.
And that goes on top. So we're not adding the tomato sauce in your meat. That goes on top of your meatloaf. While it's cooking.
Yeah, and we also have some extra virgin olive oil that we're going to be cooking our onions and garlic beforehand, before we add everything into our meat.
Okay, so why don't we go do that right now then? Let's start start cooking down the onion and garlic, because it adds extra flavor. If you can put it in raw into your meat.
No, but we prefer to cook it.
Yes, and that's how Ma does it too. She pre-cooks it, and there's so much more flavor doing it that way. So let's go cook the onions. All right, so I've got my pot here. It's it's heating up, and let's put in about a tablespoon. Yeah, 1 tablespoon. Okay, of your olive oil, and then throw in your onions. Oops, as I drop one. One didn't make it to the party.
I'll throw it out. No big deal. There.
And we're going to saute your onions for about 2 to 3 minutes until they get a nice translucent color. And then we will be adding your garlic. You don't want to add your garlic in right away because it burns your garlic. So so let me cook this down for a few minutes before I throw that garlic in. Okay, it's been a few minutes and it looks good. They're pretty translucent. I also added a pinch of salt. I find that it helps the onion sweat out. So now it is time to add in our garlic. And now we want to give this another minute or so to cook down. Let me just remove this from the heat so you can hear me. And let me just turn it off actually, because the burner's still nice and hot. So cook it down for about another minute, and then what we'll do is we'll remove it from the heat and cool it down a bit, because this is going to go into your ground beef, and you don't want to work with a hot hot onions here. So cool it down. 10 minutes is fine, as long as it's not burning hot. So our onions have cooled down. I'm just giving it a little stir just to quick up the process here, hurry it up a bit. And, oh, you guys, it smells so nice in the house. I love the smell of cooked onion.
So what I'm going to do before you start adding everything in, we're gonna crack our eggs. So we're gonna crack these 2 eggs here. Let me quickly crack them because I'll show you what we do.
While you do that though, I'm just gonna start dumping. This is a dump and go recipe. So add all your onion mixture into your ground beef.
Okay, so we have the 2 eggs. We're gonna dump our cheese in there, your Parmigiano, and you guys, a pinch of salt, okay? Now, you wanna lightly beat your eggs, okay? So, lightly beat the eggs and the cheese. And did you finish dumping everything or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So, all your breadcrumbs. Another pinch. So we added a pinch of salt in your onions. Now another pinch in your ground beef. The cheese adds a lot of salt to it, so you don't want to add too much salt.
No, that's why you want to lightly salt. And the eggs act as a glue for your meatloaf too.
And so does the breadcrumbs.
Yeah, it holds it all together. You don't want a crumbly, falling apart meatloaf here. So you could take over the eggs here.
Sure.
While you do that, you know what I'm gonna do?
What's
you do the mixing. I am going to cut up this prosciutto. Okay? So we're gonna slice up the prosciutto here.
All right.
Sprinkle.
So I'm gonna use my hands. I've removed my rings earlier, and hands work best. It's your greatest tool, I find, when cooking. It gets a little messy, but I don't mind a mess. And there's an important thing with your meatloaf. Do not overwork your meat, so you're not pushing that meat through your fingers. You're just going to fold in.
Now, I don't know if you had mentioned earlier, let me swing right around you here, but let me just go wash my hands really fast.
Sure.
Just really quickly here.
Yeah, so just keep folding in.
Yeah, sorry, I just have to give my hands a quick wash.
And also the breadcrumbs, like we said, it acts as a glue.
Yeah.
And it also keeps it allows your meat from staying moist. So it holds in a lot of those juices too.
So what we did, we've already lined a pan with aluminum foil because we're going to be placing our meatloaf on top of on our pan here. Let me swing around again. I'm going to just quickly, either I take a coffee break now or just remove these pots and pans that you don't need.
I don't need them, so go ahead.
That's why I'm going to remove them. But I will take my little coffee break while you do the work.
All right, I am done here. So
okay, so what we'll do, I'll do because I have the clean hands. I'll move the pan over for you.
what we're doing is taking half of your meat mixture and you're forming a loaf. Half of it though. Maybe a little more than that.
Okay, I really gotta put my readers on, jeez. You reach a certain age and you cannot see close.
All right. All right. I think we're ready here to add in our secret ingredients. Delicious secret ingredients.
And I start sprinkling them on. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. We're gonna have a great dinner tonight.
We will.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually one of my husband's favorites.
Of course, it's very meaty.
He's a big meat eater,
Yeah.
so
Lots of proteins.
yeah, lots of protein.
Mm-hmm. Sprinkle just a little bit of that parsley.
Yeah.
Just a sprinkle of Parmigiano. Now it's preference. You know what? We put provolone in here too.
Even mozzarella.
Yeah. Even fresh mozzarella.
Okay.
Okay, that will do it.
And now I kind of do this in blobs here, so
And I'm gonna eat the extra
you
homemade prosciutto that Paul made. I love it, love it, love it.
And we're hand forming. You can put this in one of those in a loaf pan,
I like free forming though.
but we decided not to. Plus, this is a pretty big meatloaf. Let me tuck some of that prosciutto in there.
Yum.
So we've got our, did you mention the oven?
Yeah, our oven actually just beeped. Did you hear it beep or no?
Well, yeah,
I think it beeped. Or was that in my
No,
head?
no, it did beep.
Yeah.
So now it's about 4 inches wide and about 2.5 inches high.
Yeah, 2.5, 3. We do have our oven preheated at 375, so we're gonna pop it in the oven for about 45 to 50, depending on your oven too, right? About 45 minutes. So,
Yeah, so I'll let you do that. Also with the sauce, we sometimes, and let's put what we do sometimes is we take it out of the oven and pour it on top, but let's just throw everything on top here. So about as much as you want.
Yeah, really it's just preference. So we're gonna drizzle.
Well, not drizzle,
We're gonna pour
pouring.
because we like our tomato sauce. We just made this tomato sauce too, so.
And that's fine if it goes along the edges.
Oh no, you
here.
want it to go along the edges too, so everything's nice. Oops, did I splash you?
No, it doesn't matter. And what we also do is we keep some sauce on hand because we like to dip our meatloaf.
There.
All right, that looks ready to go in. So I'll let my hands are dirty.
Yeah, I will take these. I'll take this, pop it in the oven. You guys, about 45, 55 minutes, okay? See you in a bit. Okay, we just pulled it. Well, we pulled it out of the oven, let it sit for 10 minutes, and we transferred it into this plate because we are making a video. Actually, I would have left it in that pan, but we transferred it because it looks nicer too. And
let me hold it up, guys. Can you see that? Look at that delicious tomato glaze.
you meatloaf lovers out there, you guys are going to love this recipe. You're going to love Ma's recipe. It is tasty. It is juicy. It is delicious.
Okay, cut into it. I want to try it.
Okay.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I know, eh? With that prosciutto in the center. Oh, this is so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like B said, it's important to make sure to have it sit.
Yeah, that's an important step. You do want to have it sit because it sets. So 10 minutes we'll do it. Here. Oh my gosh.
Let me try. Let me try.
Wait,
Let me try.
There.
I'll take from the bottom.
You can see that steam coming out still.
It's a little hot. Let me.
I know. I can see the steam. Is it good?
It's good. It's good. It's good.
She's doing the dance of joy. I wanted to show you guys the center of this, huh?
Can you pick that up?
Without. You guys, that prosciutto, I don't know if you could see it. It's not that close, that's why. But anyways, with that prosciutto and Parmesan cheese and...
Takes it up to the next level.
Absolutely. So, we hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.
Simply Delish Duo. See you next time.